Okay.
Your song is stuck in my head.
Which one? Especially after this. However many weeks. We're here. We're doing the thing.
We're here.
We are out here. Let me get my stuff together. What's going on, D-Bags? Hope you guys are doing well. We're back here again with another episode of the dtalks podcast, episode 171 to be exact. I'm your host, Darren Rita. Feel free to connect with me at any of the links down below. And if you're new here, enjoy music, podcasts, or comedy, do consider subscribing. We've got a whole lot of that going on around here. And when you do subscribe, leave a like, hang out with us in the live chat. It helps us share conversations and laughs like this with more people. So do consider doing that. Now, before I can get into today's episode and reintroduce you guys to my guest this week, got to talk to you guys a little bit about car insurance. These days, seems as if we're able to do more and more from home. But while you're at home, why aren't you saving money on your car insurance? Your hometown agency, Kenosha Auto Insurance, specialized for years, literal years, in simple, hassle-free car insurance using the latest in touch-free technology to help you and your family get the best rates. So, what are you waiting for? Give them a call today at 262-448-4141. That's 448-4141. The website is kenoshains.com. One last time, that's 262-448-4141. Give them a call. Tell them D-Rita dtalks sent you. The worst that can happen, you will get the best rates. Now, all that good stuff out of the way. Like I said, I'm excited to reintroduce to you guys my guest this week. He's a marathon runner, a melatonin tripper, a rock climber, but most importantly, he's one of the homies, and I'm grateful to have him here back in the studio with us. Let's give a wet dtalks welcome to my guy, Justin Kimberly. He's back here, hair looking pristine, greater than ever.
Thank you.
I used to feel unique that I grew my hair out during COVID, but now I've realized that many young men decided, like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. The world might be ending. I'm just going to let the hair go. And I feel a lot less unique, but your hair looks amazing.
You're still unique. And it's the
I'm
power
drinking
move.
matcha tea, matcha latte that you got me, which I'm very thankful for, which is actually good, by the way.
I put you on the matcha?
You put me on. I like I said to you before we went live, I tried some with the lemonade because
Right.
it looked good, and it was the worst thing I ever had. And I've avoided matcha for like however many years it's been a thing now. And here I am today.
I'm glad I can change your mind.
Oat milk. The secret is oat milk and matcha. This is just oat milk and matcha?
That's it. And probably some sugar.
Sugar. That's where it's at, too.
Yeah.
This is from, you said it's a local spot.
Local spot. Shout out Stillwater.
Fucking Stillwater. That's crazy, bro.
Dude. They know what's up.
Stillwater's out here. I went there the other day. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Matcha's delicious.
I never had matcha before, but now you put me on. So I mentioned that you're a rock climber now. That's a new thing. You know, you haven't been on the show and it's been like 70-something weeks, 74 weeks since the last time you were here.
Right. Yeah. I don't think
almost
I was
2 years.
climbing rocks at that point.
No, you weren't. And now every time I'd be hitting you, I'd be like, oh shit, bro, I gotta climb these rocks.
Yeah. I wouldn't even call myself a rock climber though. Like I do it, but
How often do you climb the rocks?
at least 3 times a week. But
You're a rock climber.
all right.
If I
You do this podcast once a week, and I'd call you a podcaster. So
exactly. So I
okay.
think 3 times a week getting up there and climbing. Are you doing it indoors then?
Mostly indoors, yeah. Yeah, outdoors is a whole different thing. A lot more time, a lot more gear, a lot more management.
So first I gotta know this because there was a point in time where I don't think we'd ever to each other in a conversation ever spoke about rock climbing.
Yeah,
and now here
not.
you are doing it 3 times a week. So what happened in these 74 weeks that introduced you to this, and now you're crazed into it? You're just doing it all the time.
First and foremost, it's just a way to keep fit, just a really good exercise overall. So yeah, I started like a year ago, and it's just pretty addicting once you start to.
How do you start? Does someone be like, yo, you trying to go do this with me today? And you're just like, sure.
Well, before the nearest gym was like an hour, but now there's one in Burlington. So
okay.
I went there, and it's just really close and really nice. And now I'm cool with the owner, and I get to set routes there sometimes. And yeah.
What does that mean, setting routes?
Setting routes, so picking the holds and basically setting the whole problem.
You're gonna have to break that down. Even what the fuck is a hold, bro?
Right,
What's a hold?
right. So
is that what I'm grabbing onto, or those the little the little pieces there.
Exactly, yeah. So there's a few different types of holds. I'm not a good route setter at all. There's some people there that are actually good at it.
It's like some American Ninja Warrior type stuff going on here.
Yeah, you got to come with me.
I'd love to. That would be fun.
Yeah,
I'm sure I would
definitely.
fail a lot. I'm not going to lie, though. What's up with the harnesses?
The harnesses, that's for when you're going big time.
I know, but they be grabbing my dick, bro.
They
like
do
those
kind
ones, you know, they pull up.
Yeah.
It's not flattering look, you know?
Yeah, I can't argue with you there. When you fall off the wall, sometimes you just get
Like
a
I almost feel like
pinch.
I almost feel like I need to be hard while I'm doing it, because if everyone's gonna see my shit, they need to see it.
I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help. It'd be hitting the wall.
But I want to feel better about myself because everyone's seeing it anyways. So at least see it at its fullest potential.
I see what you're saying.
How do you handle that every day? You put that harness on around the waist and it's pulling everything up. How do you deal with it?
You don't.
You don't.
You climb the wall and you fix it when you're down.
Damn. You just have to accept it. Yeah. You just have to accept that, man. That's crazy. Props to you. That's why rock climbers are a different breed. They really are.
Yep.
So you set route, or you've been setting some routes.
I try to set some
routes. Which basically means is the wall, like, I'm sure it's not completely empty. They're probably just like swapping things around. But is there like a more efficient way to get through, like, to the top of something if I were to go rock climbing?
Yeah. So what you just mentioned is called the beta, and that's like the kind of accepted way to do the moves and to get to the top of the route.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big thing when you're setting a route. People will come in and break your beta, and then you're just like, it's not even a route at that point because
it's too easy.
So you got to find the perfect medium.
Because if it's too hard, if it's like, oh, no one can do this because you didn't even put the right pieces in.
Exactly.
That's tough.
And also, there's not even like a accepted like difficulty in rock climbing. There's like a range, kind of like V. It's called the V scale. V1 to the hardest route that is completed right now is V17. And it's kind of just like you climb it and then you grade it yourself, like, you know, because there's no set. It's not like a marathon.
Yeah.
Like, it's a certain amount of miles.
Do you feel like, since doing this 3 times a week for as long as you've been doing it now, like, do you feel like your like grip strength and like your fingers and your hands has probably improved quite a bit, I imagine?
Absolutely. And I have like some new layers of skin. It's pretty weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Do you have to do this like shoeless for the most part, or?
No. Some people do shoeless, but
Are they freaks?
They are freaks.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want a decent climbing shoe when you're climbing.
What is a climbing shoe? There's this climbing shoe?
Yeah. It's
I can't pull up in these Chelsea boots I have on right now.
No, that would
fuck
be awful.
my shit up.
That would be awful.
I could still do it though.
You could.
I'm
Climbing
strong
shoe
enough.
is basically like a moccasin, like no support, basically. A lot of sole, a lot of rubber, you know, to help you grip onto things, and it can bend in half for flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty weird.
What's the crowd like at a rock climbing gym?
Super chill and super nice.
Is everybody stoned? A lot of people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's cool though. That's very chill.
Super nice and helpful, dude.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
What's like the red flags for like in the gym, or maybe things that the big no's for like what not to do in a rock climbing gym?
Right. I mean, there's not too many.
Like etiquette, you know, like in golf, there's all these weird, like, they're not real rules, but they're just like, it's expected that you do it this way. Right? What are the things that maybe we wouldn't expect in rock climbing?
Yeah. So you use chalk. I don't know if you knew that, but usually you use chalk to put all over your hands, dry your hands out, make the holds easier to grab. I know someone that doesn't climb with chalk, and he does way worse than
if he did chalk. It's like those guys. You ever play? I don't know if you played Call of Duty growing up or not. I didn't own a Call of Duty game. My friends had it, right? So I sucked. So when I would play, I would use the biggest gun with the cheapest scope on it. That it would fucking put the people in the thing for me.
Right.
So all I had to do was aim at the box, and I was gonna hit him. It was a fucking LSAT with I forget what it was, a hollow whatever.
Yeah.
And I knew exactly where the people were, and they were like, "Bro, that's lame. That's cheating." I'm like, "Bro, but if you think about it, if you're already this good, imagine how much better you would be if you use this cheap ass gun."
Right.
This guy don't want to use the chalk. He don't want to use the cheap ass gun.
Yeah. What's it called? And metaphor I like to use is like trying to skate in some Jordans. You know? Like,
Yeah, that would be tough.
It's not ideal.
Heelys though.
That
You could do it.
That would also be terrible.
Yeah. That would be kind of sick though.
But I'm thinking about your question. I just can't think of any etiquette.
There's nothing like it's kind of like it's a bitch move if like we're playing basketball, we're playing fives, and like you lose, and you're the one who has the ball we're using. You're like, I'm going home.
Right.
That's a bitch thing to do, you know?
That is a bitch thing to do. It's a little different because you're just solo, you know? It's just you climbing the routes.
What if somebody okay, because there's multiple people climbing at one time.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
What if I'm the guy, what if you're next, right? All the spots are taken right now.
Yeah.
You're behind me. Yep. You want to do my route. And I get up there, and I'm like, it's a really hard route. And you're like, I've never seen this guy before. There's no way he could do it. And I'm like, no, I got it. I want to do the hardest one. And you're like, you're trying to get your reps in because, you be doing this 3 times a week. You be doing this for real, right? And I get up there. I get like a couple things up, and I just sit. And I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just stuck up here. Yeah. And I'm trying to strategize, but I have no idea what I'm doing because it's my first time.
Well, you're not going to be able to stay up there for very long.
And I just stay. I just hold.
No, you can't.
I'm going to waste your time.
Out. You're going to fall off.
Maybe I have very strong arms, but I just don't know how to rock climb.
Then you should be able to do the route then.
But what would you... Okay, does anybody ever take a really long time? You're like, bro, get the fuck out.
Honestly, no. Like, if it's... So there's bouldering and there's top rope. There's more types of climbing. Those are just 2.
What is bouldering?
Bouldering is just no harnesses. You're just doing a problem with... It's usually pretty short, too. Like, a boulder is not going to take you more than...
A boulder? Like, what are we talking? Like, a small? This is like a very small...
I'm sorry, I'm using all these terms.
I'm thinking that's what the pioneers used to ride in SpongeBob or whatever. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
So a boulder problem. Let's call it a boulder problem. It's just, it has a rating. It has a difficulty rating. Has a certain color holds, so you're only using those.
Okay.
And you're probably going 15, 20 feet off the ground.
Okay.
So a boulder problem is not going to take you longer than a minute at maximum.
Okay.
So when you're at the gym, it's cycling pretty fast. You can climb whatever problem you want. People aren't really going to be in your way.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a boulder, or what was the other one you mentioned?
And then I think I said top rope.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be like, for example, that'll be like an 80-foot problem. And that's why you're using a harness. And it's like you're going a lot slower, a lot more meticulous movement. It's like, it's still rock climbing, but they're very different. Bouldering and top rope.
It almost seems like one is more speed folk. You're like, how quickly can I do this? It's not more so. And then the other one probably has quite a bit more strategy in it because you're not trying to waste your energy.
Exactly. That's why there's rest points like halfway through and stuff. And there's this move called a knee bar, which is basically to help you rest. You'll jam your knee under a hold so then you can let your arms dangle, get your energy back.
In rock, so if you're doing an 80-foot thing, right? Is it just one person doing that at one time, or can multiple people do that?
One person, unless you're good and crazy, then you could climb above each other and stuff.
I'd try to be a menace, bro.
We should do it.
Yeah, I would just try to. You should do that now that you are a pro now, and let me just try to fuck you up, bro.
So here's the thing: I've been climbing for like a year, and I can only do a V5, and to put that in perspective, like I said, the hardest route that has been done is a V17. So I'm still at the beginning, man. A V5, and I can only do that on a good day. Okay. It's pretty crazy, like how the progression. It's pretty slow.
What's like the average like build of somebody who's good at rock climbing?
I would say,
because like I feel like you can't be, like in different sports have different like builds of like an
ideal
athlete.
Builds.
Yeah, like a football player is the best like middle linebacker build is not going to be the same as like a small forward or a point guard in basketball, right? The perfect body for that.
Right.
Both amazing athletes. Can't really say one is better than the other.
Right.
But there's a different need for each sport. So what would it be in like rock climbing?
I'd say tall, skinny, long arms, long legs.
You got to get P. Dizzy in there.
P. Dizzy does need to get in there.
You got to get Pat in there.
The best climber in the world named Adam Andra looks like P. Dizzy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
yeah.
You got to be like 6 foot, lanky.
Yeah.
Not a lot of weight on you.
Yeah, that would definitely help.
You probably got to have like some toned muscles going on though, right? Because you got to still be able to move that lanky body. You can't
Yeah, so strength helps for sure, but it's not all of rock climbing at all. Like I watched this video where these guys wore a stint on their arms so they couldn't bend at the elbow, and he was climbing like V7s. Like
what is he doing?
it's about technique. Like that's how big technique is. Like moving his feet the correct way, using the angles.
So I imagine it's probably a lot in like the transition from like thing to thing. In not
Correct.
wasting any energy is probably the biggest thing.
Yes.
Because you don't have to be super strong. If you can get through it quicker, you're not holding yourself up as much. You're just moving the minimum amount to get through this problem, as you're calling it.
Yep,
It's interesting they call it a problem too.
Right, and that's called static climbing. Static climbing is using the least amount of energy to get through, doing the moves very efficiently. Yeah.
Pat says he's down to do it in the live chat. He said, "Put me on."
All right, great.
We're gonna have to get him. He could be world class. That could be his calling.
He really could.
That would be crazy. What do you is rock climbing? You know, some people say that they can meet, potential partners at the gym. Can you meet partners? Like, can you meet girls at the rock climbing gym?
I could see that happening. There's like an equal amount of girls and guys there. So maybe if you need a girlfriend and are lonely or a boyfriend, go to the rock climbing
That's an
gym.
okay place. You said everybody's chill there.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
walk in there, act like you know what you're talking about.
It's the craziest shit you ever seen at a rock climbing gym.
Not at a gym, but outdoor rock climbing.
Okay, here's what I'll say before you even fucking go.
All right.
Any outdoor rock climbing is fucking scary.
It is fucking scary.
That's
a big draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, near death.
Yeah.
Being as close to death as possible.
Really brings you to
It's
the moment.
mostly white people doing this, right? It's mostly white people doing this sport.
All right, you're right. You're right about that.
It's we just need some sort of struggle, you know?
Yeah.
We're left out of all the other struggles. So we got to find something.
This is true. We have it pretty easy.
So what did they get? What did they do? What did they do? What did they be doing
so
outdoors?
he was doing this, what you would call a high ball. So it was a boulder problem, but it was like 30 feet. So.
And it was outside.
Yeah, we're outside. My man is super confident. He had been trying it like 5 times, and he's like, all right, I'm going to give it one more go. I was like, all right, I'm going to film you. He's like at the top. He's looking super good, super confident. Goes for the last move, slips, falls, at least free fell 20 feet.
Is he? And he's got a harness, right?
No harness, dude. Yeah, we just had pads at the bottom, at least. But his foot went right in between the pads in the crack, so it just hit the ground, dude. And he shattered his ankle.
Oh my! This is on video.
Yeah, this is on video.
That is very unfortunate for him, but very cool moment to catch on video.
Absolutely.
That's fuck. I have a disease. It's called content brain because I'm just like, dude, that is good. You need to put a montage. That's something, bro.
Yeah. It was like
rest in peace to his ankle though. Or his heel.
Yeah, he's doing better now, but it was like 10 of us there, bro. We were all like, oh my God.
That's pretty scary to see.
We haven't gone outside since.
I wouldn't either. That's scary as fuck.
Yeah. So that's what the gym is for, like getting confident enough to go do that.
Getting confident enough to go shatter your heel.
Yes.
Because you won't shatter your heel if you're not confident enough.
Still might shatter your heel.
Maybe. That's fair, I guess. Damn, that's pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie. And this was like, is this like a course that was set up outside? Or was this like you guys just found a fucking rock and you're like, let's go climb this?
Yeah, there's an app called Mountain Project where rock climbers, set routes.
Damn.
And mark them down. It's like a big database, and that's how you go find them. Gives you the GPS to the location and stuff.
That'd be hilarious to just like troll people and just like, I mean, it wouldn't be funny if people would maybe die, but if you just found something, you're like, yeah, there's no way anyone could climb this. And you just like mark it. You're like, yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah.
And
that'd be a dick move.
Yeah, and then some kids go, fall 20 feet,
you'd be
shatter
shunned.
their heels.
You'd be shunned from the community.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, hey, they wouldn't know. That's pretty crazy though, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's nuts that you're into the sport because I feel like it's not a very accessible sport. It's not something that's super like well known. There's not like, it's not something you're like doing in gym class. It's not something that like, there's a lot of things you need, I guess, in order to do it, right?
I disagree with that. Just get you a pair of shoes and you're good.
But you need a gym that can do it.
Yeah.
There's equipment involved. You need a harness. You need to.
You don't need a harness. You just really need shoes. and you can rent a harness. And if you get into it, buy your own harness.
Do you have your own harness?
I do not.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So you'd be renting them.
It gets expensive quick.
Okay.
Like there's these little pieces called I don't know, it's like a little clip that you put into the rock and it expands, so then you can clip your harness to it.
Oh,
and they're
shit.
like $80 for one, and you're gonna need 20 to do a route.
Fuck that, bro.
So it adds up.
I
quick.
just stay inside. I'll go
Yeah.
zip lining. I like zip lining.
Have
It's
you
still
gone?
scary. Yeah, I've gone a couple times. It's still kind of scary, but they use the same harness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trust the equipment.
I still dislike it. It feels weird.
It's thrilling.
Yeah, but the zip lining part is cool when
Have
I'm
you
there.
gone skydiving?
No.
You should.
That's what people say. Have you?
I don't know why I said you should. I've never been.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Have
Yeah,
you?
you should do that
We'll
shit.
do it. Maybe we'll do it together. I don't know. Coach T, he was here and he
Yeah.
told me after he had done it that he really enjoyed it.
Most people enjoy it after they do it, I feel like.
Yeah. He said he probably wouldn't go again, but he's happy he did it.
Good. Yeah.
They try to book you. He told me too. They try to book you while because you're like high off of it afterwards. So they try to ask you like, oh, would you go again?
Right.
Like whatever, and they like try to get you to like
Like, we'll give you the
sign
discount
up.
next time.
Because you're jacked up. You're
Right.
like, I'll do anything. I'll take on the world. Da 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 da. Don't matter. And so you'll sign up. But luckily enough, he knew to just wait on that decision, so he didn't do that.
Wow.
But yeah, because that I don't know, man. It seems like a very even rock climbing seems like a adrenaline inducing sport, if you will.
It's not. It's super chill.
Really? I feel
Yeah.
like when I'm up there, bro, I have anxiety, bro. I'll
That's
be
why
sitting up-
people love it, bro. Like, cause it just zones you in. It locks you in. You're like, I'm up on this wall, bro. If I fuck up, I'm falling. It really just locks you
If
in.
I fuck up, I'm dead.
You could be dead. Like, Alex Honnold. Have you seen Free Solo, the movie?
No.
All right, Free Solo. This man climbed a 3,000-foot rock face with no equipment. Just absolutely nothing.
He was white.
And he was very white.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the most famous climber for that.
He succeeded?
He succeeded. He did not fall.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy, bro. But that dude's
There's no
like, mentally
satisfying.
ill.
Yeah, there's no satisfying that person in real life.
Right.
There's nothing like I imagine if he has a significant other of some sort. I imagine them like making like his favorite meal on his birthday and like getting him like a great birthday gift or something, and him just being like, "Thanks, yeah, this is nice."
Stone face
Just
outside of climbing.
Doesn't matter, bro. I fucking climb. What he needed to do in his mind, he was able to justify climbing. How many feet did you say?
3,000.
That's disgusting, bro.
Right. Like, that's what you got to do to feel a little something.
Nah, nothing else is ever gonna make that guy happy. That's because I would
hope he
I
finds
would have just
happiness.
jumped right off after I did it. I'd have been like, "There's nothing else I can do in this life that will be better."
How can you top that?
Yeah,
That's the tallest rock in the world.
yeah, that's impressive, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Aside from climbing the rocks, man, what have you been up to in this 74 weeks or 75 weeks since I've seen you?
Living life, working, making some music.
Making music's good. Living is good. Working is
Yeah,
okay.
man. Working kind of sucks, but just trying to live the best that I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do when it comes to you gotta work to be able to live. Sort of. It's kind of shitty that it's like that, but that's what you have to do.
Yeah, you can't avoid money, man.
I was thinking about the other day, kind of shifting gears a little bit.
Yeah.
You ever ran into somebody that knew your parents, like an adult that knew either your mom or your dad?
Yeah.
They ever say this to you, like, "Oh, you're so and so's kid," and you're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Yeah, we used to have a good time."
Dude, that's the example that came to my head when you said that.
Isn't it That's fucked up, bro. That's a wild thing to say to somebody.
That
saying,
is.
Yeah, I used to fuck your parent.
Takes a lot of confidence.
To say that to
Say
somebody,
I used
bro.
to fuck your mom, bro.
Yeah, that's literally what they're saying, bro.
I was doing jujitsu at this place, and I'm like, yo, that coach looks mad familiar, bro. And he's like, Justin? I was like, oh, no, dude. He used to give me gifts when I was a child.
And then he's just beating your ass, bro. This instructor, he just taking you down.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. He's like, yeah,
It was awkward.
I piped your mom. And
And-
I'm gonna fucking beat your ass in jujitsu. That's fuck.
I mean, that's the experience of having a step parent.
Yeah.
There's this person you don't really know them.
Yeah.
And they're just all close with your parent and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
It is kind of like that. Yeah. It's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
But it's just a weird thing. I remember growing up, somebody would be like, "Oh, you're Mike's kid?" Usually a woman's voice. I'm doing my voice. "Oh, you're Mike's kid?" Be like, "Yeah." Okay. What the fuck does that mean? And I know what it means, or vice versa. "Oh, you're Edith's son."
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Yeah." I'll be like,
Wait till you have a kid. You can do that. You can do that.
That's fucked up though.
You want to have kids?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I don't know.
It's not now. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon.
I would feel bad for that child if I had one now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it because I'm very self-centered when it comes to I have things
you got a lot on your plate right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do in life, and I feel like if I had a kid, I know I would have to give all that up, and I know I would. That's the thing, and I would be sad about it, but that's what I would have to do.
Right.
So.
Yeah, just wait on that, man.
Yeah, it'll be okay. Once I'm at maybe one day I'll be at a place where I think I can balance things, but definitely not at 23 years old.
All right, that's good to hear.
You're not trying.
Fuck no.
Okay, good.
Fuck no.
You gotta be safe, bro. Be safe out here. You got rocks to climb. You don't have any time.
Have you ever had a scare?
Yeah, I have. It was terrible.
It's a bad, unique feeling.
I remember.
You're like, all right, I might be having a fucking human being.
I remember. I think I was told this story one time before on the podcast. I don't know. No, maybe I haven't. One time, this girl I was dating, we thought maybe she was pregnant. And I remember she worked at. I'm not gonna say where she worked, but she worked at this restaurant, and she didn't have a car, so I had to pick her up all the time from work. And this is maybe 3 weeks of her being late, 4 weeks almost. And I'm like, fuck. I'm in high school, bro. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm like, I have accepted the reality that I might be having a child. I'm fucking terrified, bro. I get in my fucking 98, 97 RAV4, fucking rattling engine, drive my happy ass.
At least you have a car. She didn't have a car.
I guess, but I drive, whatever, 25 minutes to go pick her up from work. I'm sitting outside. It's cold as fuck. She's not done yet. I'm sitting outside. I see this older man. I'm literally just like looking at the sky, bro. Like I'm like, my life is over. And this old man, I hear
write a song about it and shit.
Maybe, yeah. I hear this old man just like grunting, and he's got this like huge like garbage bag on his shoulder, and I'm just like, man, I don't know, maybe that guy looks like he needs help. Like maybe I should help that guy out. And so I go over to him, and I'm like, hey, like, you need me to grab that for you? And I grab this like fucking absurdly heavy bag that this guy was carrying. He's a big guy, but so I carry this bag for him. He starts talking to me about like his I remind him of his son or some shit. And I'm like, oh no, like this is a omen, like I'm having a child. And I throw it away, but he just like thanks me. He's like, that was so nice. Like, people around here, they're not whatever. And he's being really nice. And I'm like, all right, man, whatever. We go our separate ways. I'm like, I just did a good thing for the universe. That was a positive, right? So maybe I'll be rewarded. She comes out of work, bro. She's like, so-and-so gave me a tampon. I got my period. I'm like, yes, let's go! Let's fucking go, dude. I'm like, it was that bag of garbage, bro. If I hadn't have done that, bro, I would have a child right now, bro.
I'd like to highlight the fact that when you were down in the dumps, you're like, I'm going to help someone.
Yeah.
And, dude, that usually makes you feel a little better.
It did make me feel a little bit better. I was a little more scared when he started talking about his son.
Okay. But
after we got done with the altercation and went to sit back down on the bench by myself, I was like, that was nice. It was a good thing I did that,
Yeah.
I could have reacted negatively to this situation.
Very true.
And instead, and then I was rewarded. So maybe there is a higher power.
There's something to that.
Something's going on that was like, okay, you know what? We're going to let you pursue your dreams for a couple more years, buddy. So, I lucked out on that one. But have you ever had a scare? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but plan B, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Plan B.
Damn. Was that your call or their call?
It was my call.
Oh, yeah. Were they like against potentially taking it, or were they like...
No, they're always for it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No one wants a child with my
Was
ass.
it your... See, here was the thing. I didn't I didn't inside.
Right.
Right. So I'm thinking like this shouldn't even be a thing.
No.
But, you know, but whatever. Did you inside?
No. But the protection, you know, failed.
But did you still? But so you did.
Yes.
Not inside.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's when it gets real sketchy.
Yeah.
You know.
Did it feel good though?
It did.
Yeah. That's when you knew.
It
You're
did.
like, oh shit, that felt way better. You're like, something
Come
is
on.
not
It feels
right.
better without a condom.
Something
Come on.
Yeah, you're like, something is not right, bro. That just felt
That
way
felt
too
way
good.
too good, bro.
Yeah, and then you pulled it out, and you're like, oh, that isn't half.
You're like, that's why.
Fuck, bro. That's
That's
tough.
why.
Yeah. So you,
It's a weird
Damn.
thing, man. It's a weird thing.
and so you that day or the next day?
It was the next day. Yep.
Damn. Did y'all like hang out after that? Was for
Yeah.
the rest of that night?
Yeah, I'm jogging two different moments in the back of my head. So one was the day after, one was the day of.
Okay.
You know,
Two.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not fun at all. Fuck that.
Yeah. No. I that sounds terrifying.
Fuck
I mean,
that, dude.
yeah. That is that's the thing, bro. That's risky. You even be doing that in a condom.
True. Don't do it.
I don't. Yeah. Even I mean, granted.
Pull out
Yeah. Like even if you're using a condom, you should just pull out.
if you're smart.
Yeah. It's hard in the moment. But you gotta be smart.
Discipline,
You
bro.
gotta be, yeah. We have to be strong, brothers. We have to be strong. But it's, yeah, it's that's a terrifying moment. What's going through your head when the? Cause you said
Wow, this is amazing.
she was. Oh really? What this is afterwards? You roll over. Y'all hanging out the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
Is it on your mind like, oh
You're like,
shit?
all right, let's talk. I noticed something during that time. It
She didn't
must be
say anything?
addressed. No, how's she supposed to tell? Do you think
There's
girls,
nut in her. That's
think-
how.
Can you feel
let
that?
me- I don't know, bro.
I don't know
I'd imagine
either.
if I fucking dump some fucking yogurt in you or some fucking syrup or some whatever, you gonna fucking feel something different.
All right. Fair enough.
She didn't ask.
She didn't
Where do you-
ask.
When you finish, don't you finish like on the person?
Usually.
She wasn't like, oh, she's just like, oh, we're done. You didn't. When she asked, like, oh, you didn't finish?
I don't always finish. You know?
That's insincere of these women that you be hanging out with.
Uh,
They should be taking care of you as well as you take care of them. Both people should be finishing.
Come on, it ain't all about that.
It's not all about that, but it's mostly about that. That's like saying it's not all about winning in a competitive sport. It's like, yeah, technically I like playing the sport, but I prefer to win.
Come on, it's about the process. And then what if no one finishes? You're all disappointed after? or
No,
what?
no, that's fine. If you only, it's no, I'm not saying you have to be. What I'm saying,
Right.
normally, she probably did whatever. She didn't ask. Like you just stopped. We're like, oh, and you rolled over, and she wasn't like, did you?
I don't think I can't remember.
That's crazy, bro. And y'all just went back to watching Netflix. Fucking nut in her leaking out, bro. That's terrible.
That does sound awful when you put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, no, it'd be cool if that's what you guys were going for, but if
Right.
apparent, you weren't. So I just don't know how that wasn't brought up. You guys went the whole evening, totally fine. Were you thinking about it the whole time? Like, shit, I fucked up.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course. but-
immediately
Yeah.
post nut clarity.
Oh, we took care of it.
That's good. That's what
So,
you have to do.
You know?
You have to take care of business. Is what it comes down to.
True.
Plan B, the goat.
True.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never.
Are they gonna make Plan B illegal?
Some places are trying to.
Right.
They're trying to.
That's a crime, bro.
Yeah, it should be. It should not be illegal. That's
No.
ridiculous.
No.
You'd have 2 kids right now. You'd have a boy and a girl.
Things would be different. I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be here.
No, you would not.
I'd be working.
Yeah, you would need to be working. If you were here, I would be like, bro, you a dirtbag father. You a
Just got my
deadbeat.
kids in the back.
Yeah, they're
Hey.
fucking chilling in the other room. We give them a fucking couple Legos to play with. That'd be terrible, bro. That'd be crazy. You think you'd be a good parent though? When the time comes, if you decide to have kids,
Right.
do you think you could be
Absolutely.
a stand-up dad?
Yeah, I think it would be a great experience. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think I like helping people. I like teaching people things. I
Right.
like showing people like the way that I see things.
Right.
So I think that would be kind of fun to just be like, hey, don't make these mistakes that I made, and see how potentially good, or maybe hopefully good, their lives would be.
Hopefully.
But I don't know. I think too, it's it's hard with the parenting thing because some people like. I think that maybe they don't mean to have kids, and then they have somebody gets pregnant in a relationship, whatever.
Yep.
And they kind of use like having a child as like their own personal development.
Yes.
And I kind of am in the and maybe I'm wrong and ignorant about certain information on this, but I kind of feel, I guess, in my gut that that's sort of irresponsible and that's kind of selfish to like, I want to have, like when people are like, I want to have kids so I can be a better dad than my dad.
Right.
Like, I think that's a lousy reason to have a child. I'm not saying if you do have kids, that should be the goal, right? Like if, maybe if you had a bad father relationship or you had a bad mother relationship, you maybe want to be better than your parents.
For sure.
But I don't think that should be the reason that you want kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should want to have a kid because you want to have a kid.
Right.
Not because you need to prove that you can do it better. And that's me saying that as a super egomaniac that I am.
Yeah.
Competitor, that I'm able to know, like, that's a bad reason to have a kid.
Yeah. Like I've seen some parents that, you can tell they're getting a lot of just satisfaction that they couldn't find for themselves. So they're seeing it through their child.
Oh, yeah. Living vicariously through them. Like
exactly.
Yeah, you see that a lot.
I don't think people do it on purpose, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, just there's a lot of, I had a teacher in high school that would say it takes the fine work of an adult to fuck up a child. And that's where I just, maybe it's my anxieties or whatever, I just get nervous that like I don't want to fuck anybody up.
Absolutely not.
Especially somebody that would look at me the way a child looks at their parents. I think that would be really scary to mess that up.
Yeah, and you got to think, like even your parents that raised you, the bad shit that they might have done to you, that's just from their parents that raised them.
Exactly.
Or lack thereof raising,
Yeah.
So you can't even blame your parents, bro.
It's just all, yeah, but you got to blame somebody, bro. Or else
Bro.
nobody getting this blame. Somebody got to get this blame.
You got to break that curse yourself.
You do have to break it, but you still get to blame somebody. You still get to be like, this is your fault.
Are you going to tell your kids that Santa's real?
Yeah.
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 Explain this. Why would you do that?
I'm gonna let up. You know what? Because I thought it was kind of fun. Me and my sister were pretty smart, so we figured out. My brother too, but I remember he was a little younger, so we figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah.
That he wasn't, because we would come down here, and there was an X-wing, Star Wars X-wing,
right,
that I knew I'd asked for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just chilling in the back storage room. I'm like, well,
like, what's this?
I wonder what
Santa
that.
came early?
And then Yana's, my sister's, this like thing that she wanted was in the room too. And we're like, oh, there's what's going on. And we were like, we figured it out. And it actually turned into this cool thing. We didn't tell them right away. We didn't want to, because the thing is, if they know, we thought like they would get mad at us. So we would just like, if we were having a bad day, we would like sneak downstairs and we would go to this back room and just like look, just to feel better. Like, oh, in a couple weeks, we get this.
But then you got that awkward moment. Even though you found out and you felt smart, you're like, my parents were lying to me.
Yeah, I wasn't that mad about it though.
Okay.
There's other thing. Like, there's like other like silly things that like my parents would lie to me about that like as I've gotten older and I realized like, oh yeah, that was probably just my dad saying it that way to make it sound better than it was, or like silly shit like that. Like some of it I get, I'm like, damn, why couldn't you just whatever? But other times I think back on it. You ever seen the movie Big Fish?
No.
You need to watch it. It's a great movie. It's about storytelling. This dad, he tells all the, the thing fishermen. They always say, I caught a fish this big. It was this big, man. It was huge. Da, 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 da.
Right.
And it's this tall tale and all these twists and turns and crazy things, right? Life probably didn't happen exactly like that. But the story, especially for a child, like creates this imagination and this possibility that it just can enrich your life. And so I think sometimes those little white lies, like the Santa being real, is kind of is fun for a kid, And part of growing up is figuring out that it's fake.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. You're gonna tell them it's just you.
I think I'm just on the other side. I'm gonna be like, there is no Santa. Like,
it's me. You want the credit. You're like, I'll pick these gifts out. I'd be listening to you guys bitch every time we're at Walmart getting groceries.
Yeah, especially at the start of this child's life. I don't want to start with a lie.
That's not the first thing you tell them, though. They don't even know what Santa
Hey,
is until
welcome.
they're like 3
Santa's
or 4.
Real. All right, you're right.
you know, 3 or 4, and then it's like a fun thing. There's gonna be all this merchandise.
I
They're gonna
felt
see
super
TV
left
specials.
down when I found out that Santa was fake.
When did you find out? Late, like 6th grade. You were like
Yeah, you're
going into high
embarrassing me.
school.
I was like 9.
Really?
I was like 9.
You were not.
They went far with it, right? They told me the reindeers were eating the carrots outside. They told me Santa was drinking the milk, eating the cookies. I'm like, all right, this guy's knows what he's
You
doing.
never had a conversation with your friends? Is that how you found out?
I was in denial. I've heard that he was fake before that, and I was like, nah.
There's no way he's fake. You're like, I've seen he ate the cookies. I left them out.
Exactly.
Damn, that's crazy. You ever sit
Yeah.
on Santa's lap?
I did.
Really?
I did.
That's wild.
I knew
too.
that motherfucker wasn't him, though.
You knew that guy was a poser. You're like, this
Yeah.
is just one of his representatives.
I was like, we at the mall. This ain't the real Santa.
Yeah, this ain't the real one. I had a similar thought actually one year. I was
Right.
like, I still believed in him, but I'm like, this ain't him. I knew it. And then I'd seen the Christmas Story too. You know that movie that plays every Christmas?
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, but
yeah.
so that I remember like seeing that Santa, that like mall Santa, and being like, that's hilarious. I want to interview a mall Santa on this
Dude,
podcast.
That would be a good interview.
December. I think it'd be great. It'd be fantastic.
Be like, so what? You like little kids or what?
Jesus Christ. I hope not. I'll end his fucking career real quick, bro. But
I would want to know what kind of person is a mall Santa.
That's
He's like,
what I'm getting at.
He's like,
yeah.
all right, I want to be this.
That's what I'm saying. How
Like,
do
what,
you
just
decide?
because you look like him or what?
I feel like it's something you're born into, you know.
Right.
But we have to hear it from him. So
Like
that's
you
what-
could play Jesus in a movie.
maybe.
You know.
Jesus was probably not white though.
True.
He was probably.
I went to this restaurant yesterday and they had black Jesus right when you walk in.
Oh really?
I was like, all right, I like this place.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right.
There's you know what's fucked up? I work at a retail store, and there was
Sorry.
yeah, no, it's not fun. Last Christmas season, we had these Santa Claus mugs, and there was a white Santa and a black Santa,
Okay.
and this is fucked up, bro, but this is not me. I
Yeah.
just stocked the shelf, okay?
Yeah.
The white one sold out. Wow. No one was buying the black Santa Clauses, and that's fucked up to me.
That's a little fucked up.
That means y'all that shop at one of the major retailers in the United States of America, y'all racist.
That just shows the
Y'all not
American population, bro.
They're not buying the black. I'm like, it's the same price. It's the same exact mug, just the fucking color swapped on the skin.
If you tell your kid Santa's real, tell him he's black.
Yeah, of course. No, he's gonna be a different race or a different ethnicity every year.
Oh.
And they're just gonna be like, what is that? It's the multiverse of Santa Claus. There's so many Santas, you don't even know.
More confusing, bro.
It would make more sense, because how the fuck one dude getting the whole world in one night?
True.
And how you gonna tell me one white guy, one overweight white guy, knows what everybody in the world, all these different cultures and places, he knows what they want for Christmas?
That's
Nah.
what they want you to fucking think.
Yeah, but that's fake, bro.
It is fucking
It is
fake.
fake. Fucking shame on them, bro. Shame on them for that shit, bro.
Don't lie to your kids.
You can lie to them, but
Really?
don't lie to them.
If you're trying to keep them
Excessively.
safe. You can
What's
lie.
what's something else? Maybe a white lie that your parents told you that like you thought was true up until a certain age.
all this heaven and hell
Mm.
shit, you know?
You were raised religious, or just
Kind of. Yeah, they mentioned it. They'd be like, don't do this, might go to hell. I'm just like,
what's something they said you would go to hell if you did?
Maybe just like being mean to people.
Okay,
So that's
that's
good.
a good thing to live by.
You know, but
Not to threaten with hell, but you know.
right. And all these sexual things in Christianity, like, do not tell someone they're going to go to hell if you jerk off. I think that's terrible.
Yeah, well, that's how you get what these Mormons are doing out here, bro. They soaking and shit. That's
what?
crazy. They do this thing called soaking,
What is this?
where they can't fuck, right? So what they do is they get hard. The girl is on the bed, legs open, and you fall into vagina, and then you just chill. That's soaking. So I'm just
Nah.
chilling. I don't move. I can't thrust. That's cheating, right? I'm breaking the law. I'm breaking the rules of the religion. But then what they do is they end up having a third person come in and jump on the bed.
No.
And I forget what that's called. What did I say that was called? I told you guys that not that long. It was on the pod. We did it a while back on the podcast. We broke it down because there was this big video. I forget what it's called, but it's dude, this religion is, think about that, bro. The unintended consequences of being too strict in your religion. Instead of people just having regular normal sex, now they're basically having an orgy. because I have to involve more than just the two people just to even be able to do it, because he's not allowed to thrust. So he has to sit there, and you have somebody, maybe you get a water bed or whatever, and you have someone just jump on the other end so that you're moving.
I want to believe you, but no fucking way.
It's a real thing, bro. It is real as fuck.
That is desperation right there.
It's a real thing that happens.
And you're fucking, by the way.
Every day in Utah. That's going on right now. Somewhere in Utah. You can check it out, bro. There's some crazy. There's a lot of like the top porn stars in the world.
Yeah.
Came from Mormon families.
That makes perfect sense.
Because it's suppressed their whole lives.
Suppressed the whole lives, so they take it to the extreme.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotta respect it, though. Gotta respect it.
So, like, if you lie about your kid to Santa, he's gonna be like, fuck you, you're probably lying about everything. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, shit. I bet you they told Jeffrey Dahmer that Santa was real.
They definitely told Jeffrey Dahmer Santa was real.
Dude.
He's like, he's gonna get you the biggest knife you want.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's gonna get you anything you want.
Anything you ask for.
And then he got let down.
That was the last straw for him. Yeah, that's fucking wild, bro.
It's something to think about.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to reconsider that. I don't know. I think some lies are fun. If it's like how do you tell a kid if like an animal passes away?
Tell him.
You just tell
him.
Like a child that is like 5 years old, 6 years old, they have no concept of what death is.
Mm-hmm. Tell him right there and then.
You think that's the best way to do it?
They gotta know shit's impermanent, bro. Shit's always changing.
Jesus
I'm not even gonna last. Your father's not even gonna last. You just gotta tell children these things, bro. Children aren't like these dumb little fucking.
That's true. I'm not saying they are. Yeah, I know they're smart, way smarter than we think they are.
Right.
I was one at one point. I remember adults lying to me.
They talk down to you and
yes,
shit.
Of course.
So I'm just gonna be straight on with my kid. I'm gonna treat him as an adult. Maybe not fully
maybe not as an adult.
Treat him as an adult, but
I will say I speak with McKenna's niece, my girlfriend's niece. She's young, and I just talk to her like, obviously, like I'm playful. We play stupid games or whatever. Like we're hitting a balloon back and forth for 20 minutes or
and
whatever.
That's why kids are great too.
But it's fun. But like I don't like. I never did. Maybe because I'm embarrassed, but I don't like to do the baby voice when babies are babies. I don't do the like, how are you? You're so cute. All that. I don't like that. So I just be like, oh, what's up? What's up, dog? Like I just say whatever. And me and her niece we've been cool like the whole time I've known her. She's always like asking, oh, when can we play? When can we do whatever? And like I just talk to her in my normal voice.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna say the same sort of verbiage I use on this podcast.
Right.
But I speak to her like a person, instead of a 3-year-old,
She feels respected, I bet.
She probably doesn't even know it. It's a subconscious thing. But I do remember being a kid and growing up, even when you're getting like right before high school, like 8th grade, even in beginning of high school, like dude, you're still an idiot. Like you're still a young, stupid kid.
I'm still an idiot.
But there will be times where like adults will just be downright disrespectful just because you're younger than them, and it's like, and they'll speak to you in a way that's like, damn,
yeah,
that's how it's gonna be. All right, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that'll say a lot about a person. That's how they speak to children.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if you're arguing with a child, why are you arguing with a child,
what
bro?
the fuck are you doing?
You're losing at life.
Yeah, you're definitely losing. That's fair.
You're taking this little dumb person seriously?
I've seen it, bro. I've seen it in pickup basketball. I used to play pickup basketball in Janesville all the time. And every once in a while, you get like a high school kid that would join in the men's league or whatever. And, dude, we have these guys with kids, full families, weighing a whole 150 pounds more than a skinny little kid that, like, he's not a little kid, but he's 16 years old. Like, he can shoot, whatever, can't do much else. And this grown-ass man, like, shoving him out of bounds, like, shoulder-checking him and then being like, what's going on, little boy? Like, whatever. Like, little boy. Yeah, he is literally not legal. I don't think you should even be that close to him. The way you're touching, like, you're a joke, bro. You a clown.
Embarrassing.
Like, that's weird, So I don't know. It's just weird energy. You know what else is weird energy? When people refuse to wear a belt. And not in a way. Here's the thing. I'm not wearing a belt right now. These pants fit me perfectly fine. I don't need a belt for these pants, right? But sometimes people, their pants be on their fucking, and I don't mean sagging. I'm not talking about that. I mean like if I can see your fucking ass, your whole ass crack. Right? I just think it's weird, bro. And sometimes people have belts. So maybe it's not the belt thing. It's just a matter of like sometimes people's entire, maybe 3/4 or half of their ass crack is sticking out. And I just don't know how they don't feel that. Or if they do, if they're okay with it. Because I'll tell you what, even if I'm in a bad situation, like I'm at work and I'm like holding a bunch of shit, I'm stocking a shelf and I'm bent down and like I can feel my pants starting to slip, I will drop whatever glass I'm fucking carrying. I'm pulling that shit up because I can feel the second it comes down at all. I feel a little bit of wind, a draft. No. I'll see people walking around. I'm not like just out in public, bro. You be at the mall and somebody be grabbing toys for their fucking kid off the lower shelf and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. We are in Toys R Us outlet store. What are you doing?
I don't see cracks very often.
No, you don't?
No.
Maybe I'm looking for them.
I think so, bro.
I just when people do it though, it makes me uneasy.
Yeah.
It's not even the fact that it's out. It's the fact that
it's unsolicited.
It's the fact that what is that person capable of? If they're capable of being comfortable with that for many hours.
They're probably very comfortable with just no clothes.
They're the type of person that's comfortable holding you underwater in a bathtub and you grabbing for your life and they just not making a noise.
They are Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, maybe. You see the new thing? I didn't see it.
Me neither.
I didn't watch it. I'm not really into that kind of stuff, to like serial killer shit. I know that's
He's from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to know.
Local legend.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the thing. Whenever I go to if you go to like a concert or like the rave or something, like any big artist, they'll be like, oh, you guys, they'll make some like sideways joke about Jeffrey Dahmer, like, oh, he's from here, right? And everyone's like, yeah. And it's like, that kind of sucks. That's what we're known for, but it is what it is. The serial killer shit, man. A lot of people are obsessed with that. I'm not into it.
Yeah, isn't like the #1 podcast like murder mystery?
I'm sure. Yeah,
I think
it's just like I don't know why people are so. I don't know what it is about it. It is interesting.
Yeah,
but it's just. I choose to not be interested in that. Like
Right, here, I have a little theory. I think death is very taboo in the United States. You
really?
Know? Like
I think everybody's just like, death is it's not a great thing. It's the end of life.
In other parts of the world, they think it is a great thing and they act like it is and they celebrate it,
So serial killer would probably be way more popular over there. Even more so than here.
I don't know about that.
He'd be helping more people.
That's not his choice. You don't get to choose when someone goes.
Okay.
But think about bro, we put makeup on dead bodies. Like you've probably never seen like a legit unaffected dead body. It had makeup all over it.
Oh,
it was
like
in a nice fucking box.
Yeah.
They probably had flowers in their hands.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, that's not even death. Like
no, I mean they're dead, but
they're dead, but you're not seeing it raw,
Yeah. Open caskets are kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but
it's just like I think people are obsessed with it, like with the murder mystery and shit, because like we don't talk about people. That's the #1 thing people push away and try not to think about. It's like I'm not gonna die. It's not gonna happen to me.
Why do you think that? Why do you think people are?
Well, I'm just thinking of like other countries, like India and shit. Like they'll have dead bodies on the streets, and it's like they can't just pick that up right away. And
who's dying on the streets in India?
There's a lot of people there, bro, and
there's a lot of people here.
There's a lot of disease there too, and it's just like much more just raw.
People there just leaving people on the street. I don't. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
You will see a dead body if you go to India for sure.
Well, I haven't been there, so I can't say if that's true or not. But I'll take your word for it right now.
And I'm just like comparing it to another taboo in the United States with sex. That's why porn is 90% of what the internet is used for.
Oh yeah.
Because it's such a like, no one talks about it. Like,
so you think you think because it's the same thing we were talking about with the suppression, right? You're right. Yeah. You're suppressing people.
You're just seeing it on a big scale with putting makeup on dead bodies and porn.
Yeah, it's a lot like when people come from a really sheltered childhood or background and then they get to college and they meet some fun roommates.
Who are the freakiest girls, bro?
Mormons, apparently.
Mormons and Christians. The stricter they are,
I don't know.
The freakier they are.
I take your word for it. I have no idea.
It's a direct ratio.
I agree with you. I bet you're probably right. Yeah. I think, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess we are very. I wouldn't say it's like taboo. But I feel like we're very afraid of death, especially in the United States. I
Yeah.
know it's and so maybe that's where the interest lies, is that like we don't talk about it because we don't really have. I think a lot of the United States. I think a lot of us are sick, bro, in the head, and
Mhm.
I mean, as somebody who is like, I just think like
Same.
I think we have issues, especially with coping with things, and I think death is one of those things that most of us are not well equipped enough to deal with, really.
Is anyone?
I don't think
No.
anybody, but I mean, from what you're describing, right, with maybe another place where they're celebrating it more,
Yeah.
maybe maybe it's less of a detriment to one's mental health than it is here, and maybe because we don't want to deal with it,
Yeah.
that's why we make it a thing where like we don't show it, we don't have kids die. I think for like the longest time, I don't even think kids could die in movies. Like I forget if that's still even a law, but I know for a quite a while, like they would never show if a kid died on a movie.
Yeah.
It would just be like implied in a line. They wouldn't. They
Right.
couldn't show it. They couldn't like straight up say like so and so.
I'm thinking of Lord of the Flies, this old ass movie where they drop a boulder on a little kid's head, and
Oh
that's
my
from like
God.
the 80s. So.
They showed it.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch that in school? I think that name sounds familiar.
Outside of school, but
Lord of the Flies. It
yeah.
sounds familiar.
but like you can't kill a little kid in a video game, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
I guess that's a good thing.
There was a canceled game. I think it was back like 3 or 4 years ago. It was a school shooter sim
Interesting.
that got canceled.
I'm glad it got canceled.
Yeah, that would have been really bad. Really,
Yeah.
really bad. I
Unless that's the solution. Make a VR school shooting
so you
game
get
so
it
these
out.
kids
Yeah,
can
maybe that's the issue. What you're talking about with suppression, bro. We're suppressing them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bad.
That is
There's
bad.
gonna be something that happens in the next couple days. Now it's on us. I'm so sorry. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. What we got? Pat says that's the one that maybe no, it was fake. Oh, Pat said he remembers his first condom breaking also. So
Of course you
never
remember.
again, never again.
It's a terrible feeling.
See, you didn't feel it though. I guess that's the last thing. I felt it right when it snapped, and I was like, oh, we gotta stop.
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Not right away.
Damn,
Not right away.
that's crazy, bro. Hey, good for you, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what's been pissing me off a lot lately?
What?
I've been trying to get in touch with Instagram.
Yeah.
To fix something on one of my accounts,
Yeah.
and they don't have support.
What?
There's no support line. There's no support line. There's no email. They disconnected their email. I just emailed them again today on like a separate, like, because people like, there's all these forums of like, oh, this one worked for me. This email worked. This support email worked. And so you try it. And they're like, oh, this Instagram messages you back right away. And they're like, we don't use this anymore. But they don't tell you what they do use. And there's nothing else. They just go, you can go to our frequently asked questions. I'm like,
What's the matter with your Instagram? Why you need to get?
I have another account, and on my normal account, I post a lot of reels and stuff, but I post them on the back end.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to post them. I don't want to just flood my timeline full of just like posting however many times a day, right? Because that's just not appealing. But reels is a great way for new people to find you on Instagram. So I want to post a lot of reels, but I don't want them to be on my actual feed, like where I have my grid or whatever. I want them to just be on the back.
Right.
So I find new people, and then those new people can come see my actual posts and stuff, right? I can do that on my account. I have a separate account, one for this podcast I started recently. I have over 1,000 some TikToks and reels for this podcast from all of the clips from all the episodes that I'm trying to post, and I can't post them because if I post them, it won't give me the option to post on the back end on that account. It only lets me post to the main timeline.
Shitty.
And it's shitty because on my one account, it has an option. It says it starts off with like, if you go to post a reel, it'll give you the option. Oh, do you want to also share this to your timeline? And I just click no. On this one, I don't have an option. It's just like you can either post a video to your timeline or you can not post a video at all. So I don't know. So and I've been trying to get in touch with them. I sent them a DM. I sent their creators account a DM. I emailed them twice now, and then I reported a problem 2 different times. So you can like report a problem, and
You would think if you were a multi-billion-dollar company, you would have a support line.
this is what I thought. I don't understand.
sense.
I just don't understand how the social media is everything in today's society, and they don't have any jobs for people to work in a call center and just be like, oh yeah, here's the fix for that.
Fucked up.
That's so fucking whack.
Fucked up, bro.
I'm not buying a fucking metaverse VR. I'm not buying it because of this.
No. Have you ever heard of the book Bullshit Jobs?
No.
Basically explains all the jobs that people have that they're literally doing nothing throughout their day. Like Instagram hotline would be a great bullshit job to give someone.
They used to have that, apparently. They disconnected the line because I tried to call it.
Right, but we got people over here sitting in an office counting fucking statistics.
There was a guy. I just watched. It's called the Crew League basketball. It's like famous rappers and their crews. So like their homies. It's supposed to be their homies. They all just go recruit fucking college and NBA players now. The first season and a half, it was kind of fun because it was actually like their managers and their brother and stuff. It was pretty fun. But we were just showing one of my friends of it, an episode of it the other day, and this one guy, I forget his name, one of the rappers had a guy. He's like trying to place a bet on this game that's about to be played, and he goes to somebody. He goes, "Hey, so and so, bring me $100. Bring me $100." And the guy's like, "Well, you have somebody that just holds your money." He's like, "Yeah." Just somebody in his entourage that he pays money to hold his money.
You're not that rich.
That's crazy.
You don't get it.
That's crazy.
That guy probably gets paid money for holding the money.
But that's what I'm saying. That's wild. That's a useless job.
True.
What's a bank?
A bank holds money.
Why do I don't need to pay my friend to hold my money?
No interest on that motherfucker.
That's crazy, bro. You know, that's totally nuts.
There's levels to this.
I think there's a lot of people too. Like there's plenty of jobs that I've seen where like there are. I don't want to say like there are a lot of like management positions at certain companies where like they're overseeing will be what they would say on like a resume. They're overseeing everything, but they're really just like checking. Oh, are you doing the thing you're supposed to do? That is, we have like very strict guidelines for you to do. That if you didn't do these, you'd be fired. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go check with the other person, and they just go around and they just check all 20 people that are working.
Right.
Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Supervisor.
Yeah.
And they get paid the most.
Yeah. And then they just go, write up a thing. Yep, everybody was doing what they were supposed to be doing today. Boom.
Sounds nice.
That sounds amazing. That's a great job.
Work your way up to
That's
that.
a great job. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just nuts to me. I don't know. You said you had some questions for me today, Justin. Was it just the condom break or the pregnancy scare?
No. Now I'm trying to remember the questions. What is a situation that happened to you that when it happened you're like, fuck, this is terrible, this is awful, this is a big setback, and then it turned out to be good?
Like that thing caused a good thing to happen?
Mm-hmm. You thought it was terrible when it happened, and then it turns out to be good. Or you learned something from it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that I feel like I've probably had that exact moment of like, oh shit, this is not good. I was gonna buy a new car earlier this year, and basically incident happened. I was trying to help somebody, ended up losing several $1,000s. Not in a position to buy that car anymore. Good thing I didn't, because to fix the couple things with my car wasn't too expensive. My car works fine now. I'm not making payments.
Right.
That worked out. Like I wouldn't say it like worked out better.
Yeah.
I still lost all that money. But
yeah.
Now I know not to do what happened in that situation.
Yeah.
Which is, if you help somebody cash a check, wait, let it be in your account and then give them the money.
All right. That's good advice.
Yeah, don't, because it should be on this fucking teller, because this teller gave me actually gave us the cash for this person, and then the check bounced that this person was given that needed me to cash, and so
shady.
I was out of that money then.
Shady.
Yeah, well, it just sucks, and it sucks for, I wish the teller would have known. I wish this person wouldn't have gotten scammed, and then they didn't have the money anymore because they had used it. So, and I'm the one out the money, so I didn't get the car. But
right.
It is what it is. But so that's something where it worked out because I'm making other moves now that maybe I wouldn't be able to afford like month to month if I had a car payment, which
right.
I was considering
It all worked
doing.
out.
So not the greatest example maybe, but another one I guess could be I got benched all of high school in basketball, and I should not have been. And because of that, I got to play at a small school and make a lot of friends that I've had for, I think I'll probably be friends with for the rest of my life. So if I wouldn't have met them, if I wouldn't have gotten benched, probably would have played at a different school probably wouldn't have met those people. And I'm thankful for that. So
Yeah, it's just cool how that shit works.
yeah. What about you?
I'd say just getting broken up with, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like shit sucks.
You're like,
But
this
then-
sucks, man. But now I'm free to break condoms in somebody else. That's terrible, bro.
But
You're a villain.
I'm not a villain.
So getting dumped.
Yeah.
Getting dumped is one for you.
Yeah, and it just makes you think about shit.
What did you think about? What do you can't just say think about shit.
Yeah, when you get broken up with, you're like, well, why did that end? What could I have done better? I don't know.
What did you come up with?
Makes you examine yourself.
What did you when in your examinations? What did you?
Damn, we're
what
getting
were your
deep.
findings? What were your findings?
Fucking therapy. I don't know. I'm clingy,
You're clingy.
so I want to
Like-
be less clingy.
You like to hang out every day with somebody that you enjoy being around.
Yeah, like I take relationships super seriously, I guess.
Is that an issue?
I don't know, not necessarily,
Yeah.
but not everyone is the one, Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, I feel like I fall in love quick.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, that could be it. That could be something to work. How do you stop that?
love yourself more so you don't,
You think you're getting something from these other people, so that's why you want them to be the one.
right?
'Cause then you're like, oh, I know I'm gonna get that thing, whatever it is I'm not getting for myself.
Right. Comes from insecurity,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. You gotta, so what's Justin's type? What makes you fall so quick?
Probably hippie chicks, bro.
You're into those hippie chicks.
Yeah.
Those rock climbing hippie chicks.
Yeah. If you can guess my astrology sign, I'm in.
Really?
Nah, that was a joke. I'm not even into astrology.
But you like chicks that are.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's dope, bro. That's good for you. They gotta have the tapestry, the crystal, everything. You're like,
Yup.
hell yeah, she the one.
Yep.
That's wild, bro.
Yep.
So what do you when you say you fall in love quickly? How what's the soonest you ever said I love you to somebody?
Actually, I think I've waited like a while to say it to all my people that I've been in a relationship with.
But you wanted to say it right away.
But I wanted to say it.
That's- Wow, yeah. I get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to love everyone.
I get it. I don't think it's a problem with wanting to be with somebody that you enjoy with. Even if it's like, if you have friends, if you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. If there are people that you enjoy being around, I don't think there's a problem to
You're right.
want to be around them more. I do
You're
think
right.
what you're saying with the love yourself more will help with the times when maybe people aren't available.
Yeah.
I know that's something that I've struggled with like if not having maybe as many meaningful relationships as I would like to have, and then kind of trying to figure out, well, why does that bother me so much?
Yeah.
And I think it was just like I was at a place where I just didn't want to be by myself because I didn't like that guy,
Yeah.
so I don't want to be around
So why
him.
would you want to be stuck with
know?
them?
Exactly. That's what I try to. I don't know if it's a great, depression, whatever is different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to speak on like what a blanket statement of
Mhm.
what it is, but I think one way I would describe depression is like, or depression and anxiety, I guess, is like picture somebody that you do not want to be like. Just picture that person, whether it's at work or at school, whatever, that you've known in your life that you just really wouldn't want to be around, right? Now take that person, multiply all the things you dislike about them times 10, because this is heightened. And then on top of that, when you stir a little anxiety in there, pretend that person knows everything wrong with you, and they're right here all day.
Yeah.
They're right here all day, and they don't go away. That's the thing. Like, and you can do. There are things you can do to like maybe make them trail off a little bit or be on the other side of the room for a while. But it's like that's when you're like really really down. That's what it felt like for me. Was just like this person that was right here, just nagging at me all
It's a
day.
good description
And it's
of
not
a terrible thing.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, but running be helping me. I'm not gonna lie.
That's good, bro.
That's why I'll be running. So much.
Sometimes it's that simple.
Just
Get off your ass.
I don't think he's as fast as me, so he'd be
He's not.
trailing off. So I feel good when I'm running. He's not there.
I like that.
But
I
yeah,
like that.
that's kind of that's kind of where I'm at with that. Kaylin says you should start posting YouTube shorts. They drive a lot of traffic to your main channel, and they will have ads soon. Yeah, actually, I am. We're gonna be starting a bites channel, like a dtalks bites, and it'll be just those TikToks and reels, but over there, because I think that will be good too. But I want to wait till I have this because I want to post everything all at once, so that I like can keep track of what I've posted and what I haven't posted. Because if I post if TikTok, I'll post it to TikTok, I'll post it to Instagram, and I'll post it to YouTube Shorts.
Right.
So that's why I need to get that shit fixed. But yeah, that's something we're working on the side. What else? Just we've hit an hour 15. What else?
Are you serious?
Yeah. What else we gotta get to today? I haven't seen you in a while, and I feel like you're a busy man. I might not see you for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
You trying to dress up for Halloween this year? You gonna be
Haven't
around?
thought about it.
Are you gonna be around?
I will be around.
Pull up. We're gonna do a costume thing here.
I'll pull up.
October
dressed up.
31st. We got a costume thing. There'll be some drinks. There'll be some fun activities going on. I'll do a little podcast with. I'm not gonna announce who the guest is yet, but.
You have a costume idea?
I don't know who I'm gonna be. I was already Jesus last year,
Right.
and then the year before I was Fat Thor. So like I don't know who else I can be with the hair.
You'll think of something.
I know, but it's difficult. Maybe I could be like. I don't know. Maybe I could be Qui-Gon Jinn. That's about it.
Hey.
That's
yes.
literally the only other person I could think of.
Put a ponytail in.
Yeah, just got to do like the middle thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Who are you gonna be?
Good fucking question. I'll show up.
What would you like to be? Where were you last year?
Oh, I was have you ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
That's not a real thing.
Yeah, bro, it's a book and a movie.
I've never seen it.
All right, well, I was Johnny Depp's character,
Oh shit!
and it was great.
Justice for Johnny. He out here.
Yeah, he won.
He did win. I didn't really. I followed like the jokes about the whole situation. I don't really understand everything. That
You know
went on.
who Trevor Lawrence is?
He does.
Bro, people be coming up to me even in the airport saying I look like Trevor Lawrence.
Who's Trevor Lawrence? It sounds like it's a very familiar name.
I think he's in the NFL now, but he was a college quarterback, and everyone says I look like him.
Can you pull up a picture of him
Like,
and pull it up on the screen and flip it
it's
for us so the
shocking the
audience can
amount
see?
of people that come up and say, "Yo, Trevor Lawrence, bro." I'm like, "You watch college football?"
Damn. But so you knew of him too, or you find
No,
out of him because
I
of
found
it?
out about
could
it
be
because
him.
of this.
You could be him. I might have some.
That's what I'm thinking.
I might have some pads somewhere, some shoulder pads.
That's what I'm thinking.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I used to get when my hair was short. I used to get Dave Franco.
He's a
lot.
very handsome man. I will say that.
Does he have the same hair as you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
We get you. That's an easy costume, bro. We just put a couple of those fucking things right here.
Exactly.
That's easy money, bro.
Low effort.
That's not bad. Have you ever done a couple's costume or a group costume?
No.
I always think those are kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not the couples one, but I've always thought like when like a whole group of people like they'd be like the Power Rangers.
Human
like,
Centipede.
That would be a wild fucking group one, dude.
Get like 6 people to commit to that. All right, you're gonna have your head in my ass all night.
Yeah, I gotta be first.
Yeah.
I gotta be at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd want to be the top 2,
Yeah.
not the caboose.
Ty can be the caboose. Big Ty can be the caboose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we got a picture of this guy, Trevor Lawrence. This will be interesting. I want to see what this guy looks like. I'll be the judge if he looks like you or not.
I have another question for you, Darren.
Well, let me see this first. They can see this, right? Yeah. Oh shit, bro.
What you think?
Hey, can you give me like a same pose? Like, that's good. That's perfect, bro. Hey, damn, you're him. You're him.
I'm just not 6'2",
You got a
250.
strong chin.
For real.
You got a strong chin.
That man was chiseled.
You could go as him. I could see it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, you guys both have. He's got a little bit more red in his hair though, I think, than you. Like I don't think he's a redhead, but
I'll
he has
dye it.
like, yeah, maybe you could just add a little bit. That's crazy. What's your question?
Stealing it straight from Nardwar. Why should people care about Darren Rita?
Why should they? Cause I don't know. That's a great question.
This is a good
That's a
question. That's
Nardwar
why he
question.
asks
Yeah,
that
that's why he
at
asks
every interview.
Why should this is good prep then if I ever get there?
Yep.
Why should people care? Cause I'm making cool stuff and I'm having fun doing it and I'm trying to make people enjoy themselves. Let's do that. It's a safe answer. I feel like.
That's a good answer.
I don't know. I want when it comes to this or when it comes to my life, I feel like you should care just because I'm alive. Everybody, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, we should want people to.
Yeah,
to be
you
happy.
get a basic. I care about you.
But when it comes
for
to
being
this,
alive.
you know, like social media stuff, I think I'm just trying to make people laugh or enjoy a song or something like that.
Wholesome.
Yeah. What about you? Why should people care about Justin?
Well, I'm not the public figure.
You're climbing
here,
rocks
man.
out here. You're pulling fucking nutting in bitches at the rock climbing gym. Fucking doing these V16, V17.
I don't know.
You fucking in that V69, bro. I see you. You in there, bro.
You don't
That's
have
foul.
to care about me. No
That's
one.
foul.
No one has to care about me.
Okay, bro. That's fucked up, bro. Is
Wow.
it because you just got dumped, bro? Did you just get dumped? Is that why you said that?
It was a while ago.
That's fucked up, bro.
Bro, if you care about me, cool. You know.
You didn't deserve it, bro.
Thanks,
You didn't
bro.
deserve it.
Thanks, bro. Everything happens for a reason.
You're gonna climb more rocks than she will.
I hope
So that's better. That's fine.
I hope so.
Is there anything we didn't get to tonight that we need to get to before we wrap?
I don't think so, brother.
That's fair. We got Austin said, "Ain't that the truth?" I think that was in reference to the depression stuff. Kaylin in the chat says, "Mr. B says you should post him to your main channel." Well, I should probably. Yeah, she says I should trust him. Maybe I will then. I don't know. I just feel weird. I think it'll fuck up my whole. I just think it'll be kind of spammy. I have a lot
With
Like,
what? What are you
with
talking
the reels and stuff. The
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Like I have. Like I'm probably gonna be set to post 5 a day, 5 or 6 a day
Good.
for like a lot of days.
It'll make people want to follow you.
But if I put it on my main channel, if you have notifications on, that can be kind of annoying.
Right.
You know, unless there's a way I can post it so that it won't, just go to new people and not the same. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
But Justin, I appreciate you being here, man.
I
Dropping
appreciate
some
you
knowledge
too.
about the fucking rock climbing,
Yeah.
about these pregnancy scares,
Yeah.
about life, bro. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime, bro. You're one of my favorite people to talk to. I always love when we get to chat.
Me too.
You're more than welcome to come back for our October 31st. We're gonna be having some people hang out and stuff, and you can pop on. People can judge your costume once you figure out what that's gonna be.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be that guy, that'll be cool. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in live, and thank you to those who are gonna watch the days after here on YouTube or over on Spotify. Also, quick shout out to our patrons. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you guys are interested in getting access to behind the scenes content, extra podcasts, extra footage of our vlogs, as well as a series where I break down how I make every single one of my songs, you can go to patreon.com/Darren Rita, and you can help support the channel for as little as $1. So that they should be up on screen right now. Thank you to all of them. Also want to say a quick shout out to Kenosha Auto Insurance for sponsoring this episode. And this has been the 171st episode of the Dtalks podcast. I will see you guys next week.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Oh,
Brother,
yeah.
appreciate you. That was